We are absolutely surrounded by data. It's everywhere. But how do you actually turn all that noise into a clear signal? Well, today we're diving into how to transform that tsunami of information into smart, confident decisions. Let's get right into it.
Does this look familiar? That feeling of being totally buried in numbers, metrics, and charts? It's so easy to feel overwhelmed. You know, you've got all this information, but what is it actually trying to tell you? And more importantly, what are you supposed to do about it?
To get a handle on all of this, we've got two main tools in our belt: dashboards and reports. Now, at first glance, you might think they're kind of the same thing, but they actually serve completely different purposes, and trust me, they unlock very different kinds of insights.
Okay, so first things first, let's break down what makes these two tools so different. I like to think of them as two specialist athletes on your data team. Each one is built for a totally different kind of race.
So let's start with the dashboard. And honestly, the best way to think about it is right there in the name. Think about your car's dashboard. What does it do? It gives you the supercritical info, your speed, your fuel, any warning lights, all in real time, so you can make split-second decisions. It's all about that quick, at-a-glance check-in on what's happening right this second.
A report, on the other hand, is a whole different beast. It's not for a quick glance. No, this is where you go when you need to do a deep dive. It's a structured, super comprehensive look at data over a specific chunk of time, like last quarter or last year. This is where you go to really understand the why behind all those numbers.
And that brings us to this really great analogy. A dashboard is your sprinter. It's all about speed, real-time data, and getting quick answers. A report, that's your marathon runner. It's focused on historical data, going deep, and planning for the long haul. One helps you navigate the now, the other helps you plan the future.
It really just boils down to this: speed versus depth, immediacy versus reflection. It's never about which one is better. It's always about picking the right tool for the job you need to do.
But here's the thing, having the right tools is only half the battle. To really make them work for you, you need the right mindset. And that means you got to start thinking less like a pure analyst and more like a designer.
And this is where something called design thinking comes in. This is the secret sauce, really. It's a whole approach to problem solving that puts your audience, the person who's actually going to read your dashboard or report, right at the center of the universe. It's all about empathy. It's about understanding what they need before you even touch a single data point.
The process itself has 5 key stages. You start with empathy, getting inside your audience's head. Then you define the real problem they're trying to solve. From there, you ideate. Just brainstorm a ton of solutions. Then you build a quick and dirty prototype, and you test it with real people to get feedback. And the most important part, this isn't a straight line, it's a loop. You're constantly learning and refining.
We can really boil all that down to 3 golden rules for any kind of data visualization. Number 1, know your audience. I mean, really know them. Who are they? What do they care about? 2, set a crystal clear objective. What is the one single thing you want them to understand? And 3, make it look good, sure, but function always comes first. Clarity is king.
Okay, so we've got our tools, we've got our method. Now we're ready to level up to the real craft, which is turning your data into a story that people will actually connect with, remember, and act on. You know, the formula for making data truly impactful is surprisingly simple, but man, it is powerful. It's not just about the data, and it's not just about pretty visuals. The magic ingredient, the thing that ties it all together, is the narrative. That's the story that connects all the dots and breathes life into the numbers.
Let's look at a quick example. Okay, so here's a table of some social media numbers. It's fine. The data is accurate, but what's it really telling us? You see some numbers going out, some going down, but why? What should we do about it? This tells you what happened, but it totally fails to answer the most important question, so what?
Now watch what happens when we just add a simple narrative headline. Boom! Instantly those random numbers snap into focus and tell a clear story. Our new video stuff is a huge hit, it's driving all our engagement, but our text posts, they're falling flat. See? Now it's not just data anymore, it's an insight. It's a clear call to action. We need to double down on video and rethink our whole tech strategy. And that's really the key. A story gives context. It's the bridge that takes people from just seeing raw, confusing data to actually understanding what it means. The story is what makes the numbers memorable, and most importantly, what makes them actionable.
So what does it look like when we put all these pieces together? The right tools, the right mindset, and the craft of storytelling. Well, let's step inside a real-world, high-stakes command center to see it all in action.
Welcome to the Smart Lab at Ohio University. This is a real social media command center, and it's basically where everything we've been talking about comes to life. You can think of it like a nerve center or maybe mission control, processing this constant flood of live data to make strategic calls on the fly.
So inside, you've got these massive screens filled with live dashboards. Teams are huddled together, watching campaigns unfold in real time, tracking public sentiment, and shaping their strategy minute by minute. For example, if they launch a campaign and suddenly see a huge spike in negative comments, they don't wait a week for a report. They can see it instantly, pause the campaign, figure out what's wrong, and pivot their entire message in a matter of minutes. That's the incredible power of making data visible and collaborative.
So why does any of this really matter to you? Well, because getting good at this stuff gives you a serious advantage, and I don't care what field you're in.
And let's be super clear. This is not just a skill for data scientists anymore. The ability to take complex information and turn it into a clear, compelling story, that's become a core skill in marketing, in finance, in education, you name it. It's a universal language now.
And people who can do this, they have a massive competitive edge. They can communicate complicated ideas with total clarity. They help their teams make smarter decisions based on actual evidence. They boost efficiency. And, my favorite part, they're the ones who spot the hidden patterns and find the new opportunities that everyone else is missing.
So I'll just leave you with this one question. Right now, all of your data, it has a story to tell. It's whispering secrets about what's working, what's not, and where your next big breakthrough might be. The only question is, are you listening?